Hi, and welcome to Best in Tesla News, episode 231. Yes, I am on the road again, this time on a road trip with my family, and we have been driving all the way over here to England, because we just love road tripping in our Tesla. But more videos coming on that one, so stay tuned for that. But it is Sunday, so you shall of course have your Sunday news show. And there has been a lot of great news in the world of Tesla, so let's check it all out and let's dive right in.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
And we saw Peter Diamandis do an interview with Cathie Wood from Ark and West this week, and they just seems to get it. It was a nice long interview all about AI and crypto and so much more, but also about Tesla. As they said, Tesla is the unsung hero of the decade ahead. So, not the decade behind us, but the decade in front of us. And CERN did write down some of the highlights about Tesla on X. And as he wrote, Peter said, in the next 10 years we are going to see as much progress as we have seen for the past century. Not just from Tesla, of course, but in technology in general, but I think he's absolutely right. And Cathie Wood said, the equity markets mosey along like nothing much is going to change. These technologies are falling so dramatically in cost, they are going to scale more dramatically than most people think. I don't think people understand how quickly this is going to happen. And Tesla is the poster child. It's a robot company. It's an energy storage company. It's an AI company. It's a software as a service company. And you have automotive analysts following it. Yes, exactly. Cathie hit the nail on the head. This is exactly why so many analysts on CNBC and so on get Tesla so wrong. And we see so many analysts on Tesla being polar opposite of each other. Why is that? That is because the automotive analysts just don't get Tesla. And Tesla doesn't fit down in their little automotive analyst spreadsheet. And that is why it makes no sense for the mainstream media to continue to have automotive analysts on speaking about Tesla. They simply just don't get the company. And as Peter said, I asked a friend what it's going to be like when humanoid robots walking down the street. And he said, normal. Peter also talked about Figure AI and said, we've all seen Figure 1. I've seen Figure 2 and plans for Figure 3. The speed of innovation there is amazing. And he also said Tesla is the unsung hero of the decade ahead. Yes, Tesla has such a big upper hand here, as Tesla has the experience in both AI and robotics and in scaling manufacturing. They have the data centers and they have the money to make this happen. This is why Tesla will succeed in humanoid robots and take the lion's share of the market of the humanoid robots. And as Elon wrote on X, the new Optimus design, which will be complete later this year, is something special. Sounds like it's a bit more than just a new hand with 22 degrees of freedom, so I can't wait to see this new and final design of the robot. It's going to be a glimpse into the future. And Tesla is still keeping up in China. It is the ICE car market that is collapsing. As you can see here on this chart from Roland, Tesla's sales in China are following last year's numbers, only about 4% short of last year. Apparently some people are saying this chart is showing Tesla's collapse in China. I guess we are looking at the numbers a little differently. Still looking very strong in my opinion. So it's not Tesla's sales in China that is collapsing, it is the ICE car sales that is collapsing, as AJ wrote on X. China's internal combustion engine are collapsing. ICE vehicle market share is about to drop below 50% in China. ICE market share almost halved in 5 years. 5 years! That is how fast it can go. This is of course new energy vehicles, so including hybrids, but not good news for the pure ICE car sales. And this is really not good news for the German automakers, as they have almost 50% of their profits coming from China, and the Chinese don't really want their EVs, and their ICE sales are collapsing. The perfect storm for the German automakers are happening right now. It will not be long before we see blood in the streets of China from the German automakers. And another thing people are forgetting when we're looking at the Chinese numbers, and BEVs are down in the first half of the year, is that even though absolute BEV sales in China are down from the end of last year, they take the biggest share ever with 28 to 29%, as the total car sales are down even more because the high interest rate and shaky economy in China. So we can see that yes, Tesla might be down 4% in the first half of 2024, but as we know, the whole car market is struggling in China. So for Tesla to basically keep up with last year's numbers is actually very, very good, and show the strong demand there is for Tesla's cars. And the hybrids will go away eventually, as we can also get a glimpse of the future if we just look to Norway, as Le Rafael shared this chart showing sales in Norway and forecasting for the rest of this decade. And as you can see, ICE and BEVs are the perfect disruptive S-curves. And we can see that hybrids did get a little uptake, but are now on the way down as expected. This is, in my opinion, what we will see in the rest of the market as well. We are just on different places on this chart. And a bit more good news from China is that the European Union inspectors visited Tesla's Shanghai factory last week, bringing it one step closer to getting lower individual duties on its cars built in China and shipped to the EU. So that could eventually get the cost down on the Tesla Model 3s made in Shanghai and shipped to the EU.
And we have got some EV delivery numbers from Ford, and they might just have lost the crown to Tesla for the best-selling electric pickup truck in the US.
Ford announced that they sold almost 24,000 EVs in Q2 2024, up 61% year over year. The Mustang Mach-E, 12,600, the F-150 Lightning, almost 8,000, and the E-Transit, 3,400, and total 23,957. So they did beat GM in EV sales. And Ford, with its 44,000 total EV sales in the first half of the year, Ford brand electric vehicles trail only Tesla. The Mustang Mach-E, the F-150 Lightning are drawing customers from other brands. 62% of F-150 Lightning and 54% of the Mustang Mach-E sales are new to Ford. So that is nice to see that their EVs are getting new customers that has never bought a Ford before. But even though Ford is number 2 just after Tesla, they are not even close to Tesla's level, as Brian White also wrote on X. Ford sales are less than Tesla's inventory drawdown. If Tesla didn't make a single car in Q2, they still would have outsold Ford. Yes, Ford still has a long way to go to even could call themselves competition to Tesla. Also because Ford loses money on selling EV and Tesla earns money on EV. Not quite the same thing. But we have seen rumors that Tesla should have sold more Cybertruck than Ford sold F-150 Lightnings in Q2, as Sawyer wrote on X. For the first time ever, the Tesla Cybertruck was #1 best-selling electric pickup truck in the US in Q2, outselling Ford's F-150 Lightning. Congrats. And he was reporting Gregor Truck's numbers that he has heard about, but even Tesla's official Cybertruck site on X reposted this post, so this might be true, because we don't have any official numbers yet, that Tesla might have delivered something like 10,000 Cybertrucks in Q2. 2. So that is about twice as much as I guessed with 5,000. And quite the achievement if Tesla's Cybertruck is already the best-selling electric pickup truck in the US. This of course means that Tesla's Model S and X sales are down quite a bit, as Tesla sold a total of 24,000 units of their premium cars, so only about 14,000 S and X was sold in Q2. But a huge milestone if these numbers turns out to be true, that the Cybertruck is the best-selling electric pickup truck already. And we have analysts still calling the Cybertruck a flop. This will age, or have already aged, very, very poorly. And a big test slap in the face of Ford, that Tesla now have the most tough and the most American-made and the best-selling EV pickup truck in the US. And let's squeeze in the last short news topics into this news show.
Yes, it's time for the Tesla Shorts.
UAW Union President Shawn Fain is under investigation by a federal watchdog, in part over allegation that he ordered the vice president to take action that would benefit Fain's fiancée and her sister, according to a new court filing. A corrupt UAW leader? No, it can't be. He would only be like the 15 or 16s or something like that. And we have Bernstein's Tony Sacconaghi is saying Tesla's valuation is disconnected from the fundamentals and making some prediction for full self-driving cars.
Our future estimates and accordingly our price target. But at this point, we don't see that. We believe that autonomy is a ways out, and we don't believe that Tesla will uniquely solve that problem. Waymo has been working at this. They've been doing trials since 2012 on self-driving. Tesla has not done any public trials. Not to say that Tesla won't do well in full self-driving. It's just not something that it necessarily will be able to exclusively do, and you have to almost believe that to get to the types of valuations that Tesla stock is currently trading at.
Yes, you have to believe, and to believe you have to understand the difference in technology between Waymo and Tesla, which he clearly does not, or he would not even compare these two companies. So I think this comment from Tony will age very, very poorly. And Cathie Wood from ARK Invest are disagreeing with Tony, as they see Tesla as the biggest AI project in the world. And Waymo is not the biggest AI play in the world, and I believe ARK Invest will be right on this one, and Bernstein will be way off. And Neuralink also shared a new video with a big update of the work they are doing. I will leave a link down below so you can check it all out, because you definitely should. Things are changing fast. And we saw pictures from the Nevada factory shows that the foundation work has begun for the new semi-truck factory, so that is very exciting and something we need to follow closely. And Tesla is pulling some more levers for demand in the UK, as Tesla is now offering 0 interest rate in the UK, making the Model 3 and Model Y even more accessible. Nice. And Tesla in Norway just installed the 2000th supercharger in the country. So no, Tesla's charging infrastructure is not down because they've fired some of their supercharger team. And as you can see, it is a version 4 stall, which Tesla gets something like $24,000 from the European Union to install. I don't know what the cost of the new charger is, but it would be half the cost of the old ones, so a nice little help for Tesla getting their 7,000 version 4 superchargers up in Europe that they last year got about 150 million euros to get up. And we also saw Tesla share a new 36 stalls version 4 supercharger station opening in France as well. Very, very nice. And EVs takes 28.2% share in the UK, and Tesla leads with 19.9% share. And that is quite the lead Tesla has once again in the UK. June's Auto Market saw plug-in EVs take 28.2% share in the UK, up from 24.1% year over year. So EV sales
not down in the UK. And short sellers has got burned because of the run-up of the Tesla stock has done, and even Ross Gerber said on CNBC that short sellers are so dumb. You don't short Tesla, but they still do to this date. But I guess they are a little dumb, as we can see here on this post from X from 3 years ago, that Drew thought that everyone would be selling more EVs than Tesla, merely a question of when. Well, 3 years later, they are not even close to do so, but further away. Yes, that didn't age well at all. But let's give him another 3 years and see where things are going. And Chinese EV maker Xpeng, new model due in Q4, will ditch LiDAR and move to Tesla-like pure vision solution. What do you know? After the CEO tried Tesla's pure vision full self-driving in California just a week or two ago, they are now ditching LiDAR. The plan is to ditch LiDAR in the upcoming new models is a major shift for Xpeng. They are slowly learning that what Elon has been saying for more than a decade, that LiDAR is a fool's errand, is true. But now they are starting to slowly copy Tesla's way on this technology as well. Maybe so they can license it in the future. And Elon said that the Model Y Juniper would not come this year, but seems like the prototype is already being spotted in the wild. Nice. And we are seeing more Model 3s with the new robotaxi camera setup. So Tesla is likely already training the robotaxi's neural network, which probably mean we will see it earlier on the streets than people are expecting. And some good news from Berlin, as the state of Brandenburg has approved the expansion of the Giga Berlin. So Tesla is ready to make the expansion that will take Tesla from 500,000 in capacity to 1 million. Well, they are not at the 500,000 run rate yet, but is getting ready for the next phase already. And we did see that the Cybertruck had made it to Dubai and have become a taxi. I guess nothing is impossible in Dubai. And Tesla launched a new Model 3 long-range rear-wheel drive, now available in the US, as we have seen other places in Europe with the Model Y. Maximum range and more affordable, start at $35,000 after the $7,500 federal tax credit. Now that is a very good price. That is one of the best value for money on the market. And it seems like Tesla had got some more range out of the Model Y as well, as the recent Model Y rear-wheel drive buyers can now unlock 50 extra miles of range for $1,600. And the US government is giving GM more money. The Biden administration is giving a total of more than $1 billion to General Motors and Stellantis to support increased electric vehicle production. Even though GM has backtracked on their EV target, it seems like the US government is still just bailing out GM with more money, as they know they will not survive this shift to EVs on their own. And Stellantis also gets some money, and Hyundai and the Volkswagen Group as well. So the US government is supporting both South Korean and the Chinese, but Tesla of course gets nothing. But anyway, Tesla don't need it. And the Germans are still trying to find ways to make software for the cars. According to Alex on X, German auto industry initiate joint software platform with 50 companies. In a working group around 50 companies, the German automotive industry wants to develop joint software for the future vehicle generations. The joint software architecture is to form a common basis for the operating system of BMW, Mercedes and Carrot. You know, the company that was a complete disaster for making software for Volkswagen. So going to be very interesting to see how this will turn out. And we are hearing rumors that Tesla's Cybercab event should have been delayed until October, but we have not got anything official from Tesla yet. But then again, Elon has not denied it on Twitter either. But the rumor has it that Tesla might be working on multiple prototypes that they want to reveal at the event, and they want those to be ready for the reveal. So it sounds like it might be quite the reveal at the event when the event finally gets here.
but let's wait and see what Tesla will officially announce. And before we end up with a bit of fun, I just want to make a quick shout out to all the supporters of this channel. I couldn't do it without you guys.
And let's end off with a bit of fun. You might not believe in full self-driving, but it's already making life so much more relaxing. That is all we have time for in this news show. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help this video out a lot so others can find it here on YouTube. And if you did enjoy it, maybe you want to consider hitting that subscribe button, notification bell, so you don't miss out on future videos just like this one.
And if you're already a subscriber to the channel, thank you so much for the support. But if you want to support the channel even more, remember you can, for as little as $1, become a patron of this channel or become a member of the YouTube channel to get a shout out as some extra perks like early access, ad-free versions of my videos, exclusive videos. So hit the members button or check out Patreon to find out more. And don't forget to follow me on X. I post pretty much all the news as it comes out and a lot more. And check out the merch store to get some merchandise and support the show. It is also possible to support the show without becoming a member or a patron. There is a donation option down below or on my website bestintesla.com. You can also become an executive producer and get news articles, exclusive videos, behind the scenes, and access to all my research charts and spreadsheet also on bestintesla.com, or as simple as hitting the super like button.
And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.